As Americans, we know that Islam is starting to be all around us. As conservative Americans, we can see it creeping into places that make it toxic and dangerous. However, most of us probably feel like we've got a little bit of time to deal with the problem. We see what's happened in the Middle East and even in Europe, and we don't want that here, but this is America, we've got time. Sadly, that's just not the case. The United States might still have laws that protect innocents from the violence of Islam, but if we're not enforcing them, they may as well not exist. Our borders are supposed to keep the undesirable elements out, but if we don't keep those closed, we could let anyone through, and liberals would welcome them with open arms and a debit card to your checking account. We think of that being a problem on the southern border, but what about the north? According to the Gatestone Institute, Canada might be the biggest of our neighbors to threaten our freedom from here on out. They're becoming so very sympathetic to Muslims that Trudeau might even sign in a new holiday, focused not just on Islam, but on how poorly Muslims are apparently being treated in Canada. We might have thought it wouldn't reach us in North America yet, but we were wrong. The Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, is being asked by the National Council of Canadian Muslims, NCCM, formerly known as CARE-CAN, to designate January 29 as a National Day of Remembrance and Action on Islamophobia. If he does, it is an indicator that the Islamists in Canada have succeeded in their program of political expansion and influence to the point of now being able publicly to manipulate the Prime Minister's office. In fact, in Canada, Islamophobia comes in only fourth behind crimes against blacks, gays, and Jews. Hate crimes against Muslims have dropped, even as the overall number of hate crimes increase, according to the last Statistics Canada reporting. CARE-CAN, NCCM was founded with a mission of supporting its American parent organization, CARE USA, which in turn was formed to support Hamas. According to the Hamas Covenant, the group is the Palestinian branch of the Muslim Brotherhood. Hamas is listed as a terrorist group by the United States and Canada. CARE USA was also listed as a terrorist entity by the United Arab Emirates in 2014. They described the listing of these groups as including Muslim Brotherhood front groups, proxies, and fundraisers. The current executive director of CARE-CAN, NCCM, Son Gardi, has tried to claim that CARE USA and its Canadian chapter CARE-CAN, NCCM have no relationship. He has made this claim in media interviews to the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation and while testifying to the Parliament of Canada. This view is misleading. The U.S. State Department has identified CARE-CAN, NCCM as the Canadian chapter of CARE USA. CARE USA has repeatedly claimed that CARE-CAN, NCCM is its Canadian office. Most tellingly, CARE-CAN, NCCM made the following statement on its own website in 2003 referring to CARE USA, "This Washington-based organization is CARE-CAN's parent organization." That statement was published as part of its A Journalist's Guide to Islam. The Senate of Canada also heard from internationally known Muslim Brotherhood expert Dr. Lorenzo Vidino in May of 2015. In his testimony, Vidino stated that the Muslim Brotherhood has a series of 8 to 10 front organizations in Canada. Among those he noted were CARE-CAN/NCCM. If the Islamophobia Memorial Day is declared by the Prime Minister, it is a clear indicator and warning on how far an Islamist mentality has been developed within the corridors of government. It also will further confirm how deeply Prime Minister Trudeau has continued in his support the Islamist cause on every occasion since his election as a Member of Parliament in 2008. Essentially, this religion, and those who stand up for it, are doing exactly what we feared, and that they promised they wouldn't do. They're attempting to force an entire nation to make exceptions just for them. The facts of the matter are thought that Canada doesn't really even have a problem where they're trying to address one. Again, let's reiterate that the recent numbers confirm Canada's supposed Islamophobia comes in only fourth behind crimes against blacks, gays, and Jews. If you're wondering, you can probably guess who's perpetrating the crimes against the Jews. Hate crimes against Muslims actually have dropped even though the overall number of hate crimes increased, according to the last Statistics Canada reports. There will no doubt be a time when school children will look back and shake their heads at us, wondering how we let ourselves be taken in by a group that has publicly promised to kill us for the sake of their religion. The stupidity is astounding. H/T, Gatestone Institute.